Formula fields. Now, what is a formula fields? When do we use it and how do we use it? Now, let's see the formula fields. So, formula fields are basically it's one type of a record type. It's a one type of a data type. So, formula creating a formula field is nothing but there is a one data type which is called as a formula field. So, if you go to the account, and let's say here, I wanted to get the fields and relationship. And if you click on a new button, so there is a one data type which is called as a formula field. So formula fields are used for the sum calculation. If there are any calculations or if you want to uh, read only field, basically these formula fields are read only field, and once you create this formula field, automatically these fields are auto calculated. That means logic, tax information, if you want to check the tax details, right? So for example, on the annual revenue, on the account, I have a annual revenue. So if you go to the account and just open this, and we have a field in the account which is called as the annual revenue. Now, for example, if the annual revenue is $3,000, $30,000, and this $30,000, I need to calculate the tax. That means formula condition here is 30,000 minus tax. For example, some 10,000 or some 9,000 is going for a tax. If it goes for a 9,000, how much is the rest of the amount that I'm getting it? So the total actual annual revenue, how much we are getting in except the tax. So if you want to calculate, so what you can do is you need to implement a formula fields. So formula fields are like a auto calculation for a calculation, or if you want to display the images, then you will use the formula field. So these are basically read-only fields. To define the expressions, we will use the formula data type. Click on this next. Now formula data type, it has a return type, formula return type. Now, what is the return type? Return type is after the calculation, after the logic execution, what is the output of formula field? Is it a checkbox, currency, date time, number, percentage, text, time? What is the return type of the formula field? So it formula return type accept only these data type. It does not accept the like a pick list, multi-pick list, or a lookup relationship. It does not accept. Only these are the return types for the formula. So if you are writing the expression, then what should be the output of that formula field can be any type here. Let's say mine is like a currency. Let's say I'm going to go for a currency, and this is total annual revenue. Annual revenue, and click on the next button. Once we click on the next button, now here in the formula field, we have a certain information, right? So here it says simple formula, advanced formula. Simple formula is where you need to write a logic. When you need to write a logic. Now advanced formula is nothing but click on this advanced formula. When you click on the advanced formula, you will be able to see the functions. Same like a validation rule. So you will be able to see the functions. If the function is like, for example, based on this function or with the help of this function, we will be implementing the formula field. Let's assume that I wanted to implement a actual annual revenue. So this is the annual revenue, but with the deduction of tax, what is the actual annual revenue? I wanted to get the information. So click on this insert. Now we are checking the annual revenue. Insert the annual revenue. And then if you want a operator, subtract, then service tax. So do we have a service tax here? Service tax field is not there. So service tax field is not there. So what I'll do is I'll give a service tax by default here. Let's assume that service tax is some 3,500, right? Or else let's say 5,500. Now I wanted to get the check syntax. Now there is no error. Now this I'll be discussing later. Now this option, keep it like this. Now click on the next button. And then click on next, save. Now just refresh on the account. Detail section. Refresh. And this is actual total revenue. Now formula field is cannot be editable. I cannot edit the formula fields. If you want to edit the formula fields, you need to edit the source. If you edit the source, automatically your formula field will be updated. Let's say if I make a changes to the some 6, then automatically it will be updated your total revenue. So total revenue directly, it cannot be modified. If you want to modify the formula fields, you need to change the source field. So if you change the source field, automatically your formula field should be modified. So if you see here, the one which we have created, the formula field, total revenue formula, and the data return type for the formula is a currency. Now, let's see the another scenario. For example, we have a case object, or else let's go for a opportunity. On this detail section, right? So we have a amount. So on this amount, we have already implemented a validation rule. Let's do one thing. Let's take a opportunity and let's go with this. And there is a products. Now go to the products. Now let's assume that we have a quantity and the total price. Okay, so let's take a scenario. If the price is less than 100, less than $100 and quantity is less than 5, then I wanted to show it as it's a small product. It's a small product. Otherwise it's a important product. So the scenario which I wanted to implement here is if the total price is less than, assume that less than 10,000. If it is a less than 10,000 and quantity is less than 5, then I wanted to display formula field. The output should be, it has to be displayed the output either small or small product, or I wanted to display the important product. Is the scenario. So for this scenario, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to implement this is the opportunity product. Opportunity product is nothing but it's a opportunity line item. It's opportunity line item. Now go to the opportunity product and fields and relationship. Now click on the new button. Now if I click on the new button, select the formula field, click on next. Now let's say here I'm going to create the field name, let's say here product range. Should be the return type, formula return type should be the text because we are writing the either small product or a huge product. Now here we are going to check the first condition. We need to check the two conditions here. We need to check two field values. So that means I can use the function which is available is if function. If I'm going to check the if condition. Now here in this, if logical test, if it is a value true, then display this. If it is value is false, display this. Now here I'm going to display and condition and we need to check the total price, insert. So we have a total price. If the total price is less than 10,000, less than 10,000 and this and is nothing but a comma, insert. We are going to check quantity. So quantity, insert. If it is a less than 3. If it is less than 3, then I wanted to value is true. If this is a true, then I wanted to display it's a small product and value if it is a false. If it is a false, then I will display the huge product or important product. Now click on this, check syntax. So check syntax here. Now here you have a formula. This is for the treat the blank field as a 0. Treat the blank field as 0. So if you have taken this, treat the blank field as a 0. If there is a no value in the quantity or in the total price, there is no value. It's still treat it as a 0. Otherwise, if you want to treat the blank is nothing but a blank only. Blank is nothing but blank only. If you want to treat that, then just specify here blank. Otherwise, if you are dealing with a number, if there is a no value here, just simply specify here 0. So click on this next. Now click on the next button and save. We have implemented a formula field on the opportunity product. Product range. Here we have a total price is greater than 10,000 and now here this condition is 1,000. Now let's say I'm going to modify this from 6. Click on save. Now it says huge product. Now let's say here we have some 4. Click on a save. It's a huge product and let's say 2. Quantity is 2. If it is a 2, it's still saying a huge product. What is the formula field that we have implemented? Opportunity product and product range. Less than and total is also less than it, then only it is a small. So both the condition has to be true. This quantity is less than 3 as well as the total price. What are the total price is there? This also has to be less than 10,000. So let's say here I'm going to give, I'm changing the sales price. If I change the sales price, it did not update. Now it is changed to the 3,600. So it should be less than 10,000. So it is, now it is saying this small product. So total price is less than 10,000 and quantity is less than 2. If the total price is high, that means I need to change the sales price here. Let's say sales price is sales prices, then it is total price is increasing to the 7,95,000 and quantity is 2. If it is a quantity is 2, it should show less because the total price is a 7,95,000, but quantity is less than 3. If it is a less than 3, then it should show the, if conditions are true, then it should show the small product. If this condition is not true, then it should show the huge product. The condition.
Why there is and why do we need to specify and in the expression? Yeah, here the formula option.
So the scenario is if the both are true. Now I have a total price should be less than 10,000. If it is a quantity is less than 3, then only show this as a small product. Otherwise, every time show me the huge product. If both the conditions are true, then only show it. If you do not want to specify the and condition, specify the operator and here.
Okay.
Let's say, for example, we can also use the formula fields to show the images. Let's see. So images is nothing but we have a star icon, red flag, light yellow. These are the images you wanted to show. For example, simple example on the case. So whenever the status equal to new, I wanted to show the star icon. Let's say I wanted to show the different icons I wanted to show. So we have some images. These images are, there are different type of images are there. So if you wanted to know where are these images, how can I show these images? Just go to this link. So we have a link. So there is an app exchange link is available. Either you can use an app exchange or else Salesforce is by default providing the images. Now these are the different images. You can install this app exchange, which is a free version, graphic pack. So graphic packs, it has all the different images it has. All the different images. Now, where do I need to use it? For example, let's check it on the case object. Now I have a case object. Let's open the case object. Let's say here we have a different type of cases, like say all open cases. And here, let's say priority. So we have a different type of priority is there. Low, high, medium. So these are the different priority is there. So Salesforce says that the client will say that do not show me the priority, show me the some kind of a flag. So it should show some kind of a flag. So instead of a priority low, high, medium, if you show the flag, like if it is a low, then show the maybe green flag. If it is a high or if it is a medium, then show the yellow flag. If it is a high, then show the red flag. So by using these flags, we can identify that easily. Whoever is the red flag, they are the high. So instead of showing the text here, we want to show the flag. So that means I need to create another formula page here. Based on the priority, I need to show the flag. So let's see how to use it. So let's click on this edit object. Let's go to the object case, fields and relationship. And you have a new, click on this new button and select the data type which is called as a formula. Click on the next button. Now let's say this is the priority flag. Priority flag. So for this priority flag, what is the return type? Return type, let's say here text. Return type is, now I need to show the flag. So if I want to show the flag, checkbox does not work. Currency does not work. Date time does not work. Number does not work. Now percentage does not work. Time does not work. Only the one which I have is text. So let's choose the text. Now the first scenario is, now here we have it. First of all, the priority has a different type of values. So priority is a pick list. Priority is a pick list. If the priority is, if it is a low, then I wanted to show green flag. If it is a medium, then I wanted to show the yellow flag. If it is a high, priority is high, then I wanted to show the red flag. Now this is the scenario. Now for this scenario, I have a different options. For each value, what is the flag? So we have a different options are available. Now in this case, what I'll do, I'll use the case. Case is the function. In this case, I'll say the logical statement is priority. If it is a priority equal to low, then show me the green flag image. Then show me the green flag. If it is a medium, so this is a low. If the priority is low, show the green flag. If it is a medium, then show the yellow flag. If it is a high, then show the red flag. Otherwise, if nothing is selected, then by default, show me the some default flag. Some default flag, show me the some default flag. Now this is the case priority. So here I'm going to get the output of this is, I'll see either green flag or I'll get a yellow flag or I'll get a red flag. So once I have this flag information, then I'm going to convert that into the image. Right, so let's see this. Now copy. Use here in the formula field and say here case priority equal to low, then green flag. Now where do I need to get a flags here? Now there are some random flags which is provided by the Salesforce. If you want, you can search it in the Google also, you will find it. Right, so we have a different type of colors, flags are available. So this is a flag icon. So just copy this flag icon. Now this is a green flag. And also we have a medium flag, which is a yellow. For yellow, I'm just simply specify here instead of the green, we'll specify the yellow. And for high, we are going to display the red. So instead of flag underscore green, I'll specify flag underscore red. And default, we have something called /s.gif. This is the default flag. Now let's check the syntax. is the syntax is right. Syntax is fine. Now, once I get the output of this, output what I'll get, either this URL or this URL or this URL, I'll get it. Once I get the URL, then I need to convert that URL into the images. Right now, what I'll get the output is URLs. Let me show you that. So click on the next. And by default, I'll be showing this. And click on the next button and save. You have a priority flag, just refresh this. Select the fields to display. Let's choose the priority flag. Now it is showing me the URLs. It is simply showing me the URLs. Now this URL, I need to convert into the flag. This URLs, I need to convert into the flag. Now, if you want, you can also search these flags in the sample Salesforce is provided this links formula. So if you open this Salesforce help, right? So we have a images that is provided by the Salesforce. Or else, so you have a image path. Some image path is available here. So here you can see all the images are available. What are the Salesforce is providing the out of the box images. You can find it everything in this blog. So let me ping you this. So we have it, these images are available. Now, right now what is happening, it is displaying the information in the URL. Now I need to convert that into the image format. I need to convert into the image format. So let's open this flag and click on this edit button. So if I wanted to convert that, then we need to use the function which is called image. I need to use the function which is called image. Insert. Now here I need to provide the URL. I need to provide URL. So the URLs are the output of this case is the URL. I need to provide URL information here. So that is a URL information. In case if URL does not give any output, what should be the alternate text? So the alternate text is, let's say, priority flag. Just small text here. Priority flag. Okay, check the syntax. And click on save. Now let's refresh this. Now it is going to display in the images. Now here we have images. So green color, red color, yellow. Yellow is nothing but a medium, red is nothing but a red high, and green is nothing but a low. So like this, we will be using the formula fields either to display the images or to display the some calculation logic. So we will be using the formula fields. Now the assignments of the formula field. Create a formula field on the case. Now, whenever the status is new, show the star icon. Show only star icon. When the status is escalated, show the red flag. And when the status is working, then show the light yellow flag. So star icon should be the new, escalated is red flag, and when status is working, show the status is like a light yellow. Now you need to implement based on the status, pick list values, you need to implement a flag. So this is the homework. And another one is create a formula field to display the account rating field on the contact page. So you have a account, right? This is the account. And each account, whichever the account is associated to the contact. Now let's open the contact. Like say here, this account is associated to the contact. Now if you open the contact, one of the field in this contact, it should show the value which is account rating. Whatever the account level, whatever the rating is available on this account. Whatever the rating is available in this account. Now open this. Now let's say here account is having a rating. If the account is having a rating, now this rating should be displayed on the contact, which is called as a cross formula object, cross formula field. So related or a parent information if you want to show it onto the child. Parent information if you want to show it on the child. That is a cross field formula. So which is a simple, straightforward. It's it. So how do you create it? You need to create a formula field on the contact. So let's click on this edit object. And go to the field size relationship. Data type is, click on the new, and the data type is formula, and click on the next button. And let's say some test. I'm just showing the information how to implement it. Now what is we are going to show, return type should be the text, and click on the next button. Now in the formula field, click on this advanced formula, insert. We are on the contact. So from contact, you need to go to the parent object. From the parent object, pull the rating. Rating insert. Now check syntax and click on the next button and save it. Simple, straightforward. So that parent field information, you can pull it onto the chat. Now the next one is create a formula field to display the first 5 characters of the name and last 4 characters of the social security number separated by dash. So this formula field we can display on the account. So in the account, create a, you have a already name is available, account name is available, and create a new field which is called as a social security number, or let's say SSN number. Create another field, SSN number. Now you need to display the formula field. Now in this formula field, identify, in this formula field, you need to check the first 5 characters of the name, and then last 4, whatever the 4 characters are there, the last 4 characters of the social number. For example, if you have a name, now let's say name is, let's say Dreamforce. So name is a Dreamforce and SSN number is available. So if we start with now this is available. Now let's say here 5 characters, first 5 characters of the name. So it should be dream, and then last 4 characters of the this one SSN number. So it should be the output should be the dream DGFJ. Output of the formula field is dream DGF. And that is the assignment. And the next one is create a formula field to find out if the year is a leap year. Now create a one field on the account level which is called as a year. Now whatever the user or whatever the year you enter, for example 2018. Now the formula field should say whether it is a leap year or not. Now how do you check whether this is a leap year or not? You have a calculation, either you do the division by 400. Whatever the year is there, the year division by 400, you will get the leap year. Otherwise, or else condition division by 4 multiply by, but just divide by 4 and multiply 400. So instead of posting, just do the division by 400. If you do the division by 400, then you will be able to get the leap year. There are the different images which we have, star icon, everything. And this is the reference link for more details. So that's about the formula field.